Work session meeting called to order. Councilmember Clayton? Here. Councilmember Kendall?
Here.
Councilmember Warner?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Quinn?
Here.
Mayor Moore?
Here.
Okay, first item on your agenda, all right, a review or follow-up regarding any issues addressed at the work session on, Monday, April 20th. Anybody have any questions, concerns about any of the information shared?
Well, the only two questions, and I think John brought it up, that Ricky's going to go over, I think Ricky's going over my questions, so we can move forward.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
No.
Matters from City Council.
I don't have anything. Yvonne?
No.
Jesse? Yes. There's a couple things I'd like to just talk about for a couple of minutes. And I think, Tony, maybe you can answer a lot of these questions. As far as volunteer help, I know when I was in school, I had to do student teaching, and I was sent out to various schools. Is there any colleges around that, maybe in the business field, that send out particular people that come in and work maybe towards their degree or voluntarily that could help us?
Well, we can look into some of Monmouth University's intern and extern programs. All right. I know we do take, in our social services department, we do take some interns there. All right, we can look into intern and extern programs. All right, both there and at Brookdale.
Yeah, I was thinking of Brookdale also. Second one, this Saturday, we'll be at it's called Do You Know the Law? And we had a very successful time and a good time at the lounge a month ago. And we're going to have it again this Saturday. And I appreciate it if you can stop by and ask the questions. And it's really been concerning me. One of my biggest concerns is, since I took over council, was trying to get the police department and the community to work together. So this is one of my main peeves is to bring people in here and ask questions, because a lot of people don't know anything about the law, and it's getting to that time of the year where school is just about out and it's getting a little bit warm out. And a perfect example was yesterday, and I think the officer name was Jessica, I don't know if I should call names, but she did a heck of a job stopping about 30 or 35 kids from getting into a ruckus. So I would like for everybody to come outside if you can. If not, pass the word. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
You should say the time.
The time is at 12 o'clock, and it'll be 12 to 1.
At City Council Chambers,
That's
right?
the City Council chambers here.
I just have one thing. The parking committee passed a resolution a couple meetings ago to appoint parking members. We agreed on 9 public members. We have not, we have 7 of those members. All 7 of those members have been to the parking meeting since I've been on it for 18 months. There's 2 members that we are going to reach out to. We went through every parking application for the last 4 years. And there's a few people that filled out applications some time ago that we want to reach out and just make sure they're still interested. So there's still 2 vacancies, but tonight we're going to appoint Mike Sedano, Carrie Turner, Jean Dello, Roy Wirtz, Barbara Kruzak, and Brian Tripka. The second, well, the other thing is, Tony, I have a proclamation, just a reminder. Okay. And then the third thing is, I think people are complaining a lot, and rightfully so. The entire council is complaining about this as well. The road conditions and paving, and coming up with a realistic paving plan to start dealing with the roads. There's a number of terrible roads in town. So I just wanted to say that our engineering department and TNM are working to put together a plan and grants for possible funding for some of the paving. And Tony, if I missed anything, you can elaborate on it.
No, we're looking at a 5-year plan at this point. Any
That's
other
it.
members of the council?
Yeah, two quick things. And then we're gonna have enough time, so instead of taking a recess, maybe we can get, when we're done, and you're done, and you're done, we can get Ricky Gartz in here to answer some of those questions so we don't wait till the end. Since we're just gonna take a break, because we can't start the regular meeting until 7. So if somebody wants to go get Ricky and have him on deck. Infrastructure on the beachfront. We met with the engineer who's overseeing it, and they said we're on schedule. I want to make sure of that, and I'm going to ask it every week, and I'm going to ask it every day, because I don't want to come the day before Memorial Day and say, guess what, we're not ready. So right now, we're being told we're on schedule, and there are no problems, but we have to stay on top of that. Memorial Day is earlier this year, it's not that far away. The second thing is, we're going to be hiring a city clerk tonight. That means Melody's not going to be with us anymore. I cannot thank Melody enough. Melody's been here over a year, and she's gone through some very long, some very heated meetings, and she's done a fantastic job. So we all cannot thank you enough for the job you did. We're going to miss you. She's not leaving any place. She's still the registrar and deputy clerk. But you really did. You stepped up. You did a fantastic job under extreme pressure.
She'll be back from time to time to make a guest appearance.
Yes, but Melody, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's all I have.
Melody, the flowers is on their way.
Thank you.
The absolute's on the way.
Thank you. Matters from the city manager?
All right, I just have one. I made the announcement on Monday evening about the work that was going to commence, all right, in the parking lot. Obviously, as you came in this evening, you saw the work, the curbing that was, all right, installed today. All right, I would ask everyone just to be patient with us. It's going to take several weeks for, all right, us to get all of the work that's, needs to be done. All right, we're going to do it in two basic incremental stages. All right, we're going to do the curbing. All right, that'll take approximately a week. All right, and then we're going to take a short break from May 1st to about May 10th. All right, then the work will again commence, all right after May 10th. All right, for the milling, the paving, and the striping of the parking lot. So once again, I'm just asking everybody to be patient with us. All right, it'll be well worth it for us. Thank you.
Matters from the city attorney?
Yes, I would just like to let the public know that there are 5 items listed on tonight's agenda, 3 resolutions and 2 ordinances that deal with the proposed boutique hotel at 210 Fifth Avenue in the city. Because there have been continued negotiations between the city and iStar with regard to the financial agreement associated with that, the ordinance that's on tonight for second reading and public hearing, because the changes are substantial, the city is not going to be able to hold that public hearing tonight and move forward with adoption of that ordinance. We will, when we get to that item, amend the ordinance and reintroduce it tonight and schedule a new public hearing on that for May 13th. And all of the other items are going to be deferred until May 13th as well, so that all 5 items will be addressed together on May 13th. And that's it.
That's it?
All we have.
Okay, Mr. Gartz, we're running a little bit ahead of schedule, so instead of waiting for the time of the agenda, I know I had some questions about the resolution for the tax anticipation notes, and some other people did, so if you could just give us a brief explanation, and us and the public.
Authorizes the city to go out for $7 million in tax anticipation notes. It's just a formality at this point. We haven't drawn any of the money down, and it's for cash flow purposes. We have pension bills coming up that are total $4 million by the end of the month that we have to pay, and it kind of straps us until we start getting our state aid for August 1st. So it just helps us follow along. We'll have them repaid by the end of the year like we did in 2014, so nothing will appear on our balance sheet year end.
Right, and this is a routine
It's been
procedure.
done infinitum here.
Right.
The other one was,
Go ahead, Joe.
I had the resolution amending temporary appropriations for 2015. So where it goes from and to, so like the 000, those because they were grants from the county and for the firefighters grant?
Correct.
Nothing from our budget to our budget this year. And what, I don't understand the 35 to 45. We took 35 and made it 45, that's awesome.
We had already temporary budget in place
Okay.
that had $35,000 appropriated. I'm increasing it by $10,000 to $45,000. That's what that means. So on those grants, we had nothing in the temporary budget. That's why there's zeros. Now we're realizing them.
So this is making an increase?
Correct.
In the new budget?
That's correct.
Okay.
In the temporary budget.
Temporary budget, right, this is all temporary, sure. Okay,
Any other questions on agenda items?
thank you.
No.
No? If you would like to, just again, because we have 13 minutes, we have the budget hearing tonight.
That's correct.
If you'd like to start the presentation, so people may have questions about that, I have no problem with that.
With all due respect, it was advertised for 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I
No, okay.
prefer to wait till that time.
Fine with me. Nothing else?
No?
Nothing else about anybody? Then we
Motion
will
to adjourn?
Thank you, Rick.
move.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll
Break.
We'll be back at 7. Thank you, Rick.